Hello. So today I'm going to be making a spread in my sketchbook that is mainly collage and watercolour. So I'm going away at the weekend to Canada to see my sister and my dad, which I'm really looking forward to. And so I'm looking to experiment in ways that I can easily, with materials that I can easily take away with me. And obviously, usually I work in a lot of acrylic paints. I used to work in a lot of watercolour, and I've kind of migrated towards acrylic paints. I still love watercolour, but I'm trying to look at ways that I can kind of work small and with materials that I can easily take with me on a plane. Yes, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. I hope you enjoy. Please let me know what you think, and do liking and subscribing and all those sorts of things, because I would love that. I'm a relatively new channel. My name's Hannah. I have 4 daughters. I live in Suffolk in the UK. I'm a yoga therapist actually, and an artist, and I'm just kind of here on YouTube sharing my journey with everyone. So yes, it involves a certain degree of vulnerability, and that's quite hard for me, although I'm really enjoying creating the content for everyone. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so I'm going to make a simple sketchbook spread. This is quite a small square sketchbook. I really like a square format because when you open the pages out, it makes this really nice kind of landscape shape. In this book, I'm kind of I'm getting back into watercolours, so I'm trying to work out how to bring texture into my watercolours. There's also some acrylic ink in here. Here's some acrylic ink. This is some salt that I've used, bubble wrap, cling film here, obviously some pencil. I really love this one. I think this is acrylic paint that I've brought across the bottom from some leftover paint that I had on my palette. So that's kind of the thing that I'm doing in this book. And then yesterday I made this lovely study, and I've used collage at the bottom, and then I don't know if I've used acrylic or watercolour at the top actually. I think probably it was acrylic because I've covered this bit, and that would be impossible to do with white watercolour. So I think I've used acrylic at the top here, but I'm planning to use some collage, and then I'm in this book, and some watercolours as well, to kind of play and just get the effect that I think I might like. So that's the kind of thing I'm going for. This has also got some acrylic ink in it. This pink across here is the acrylic ink, and this lovely collage paper. Let me see if I've got a similar one. So this is very similar to this one, which is from my jelly plate on tissue paper. This is not wet strength tissue paper, this is just normal tissue paper. And these are leaves from my garden that I've used to get these shapes, and then put another layer over the top. So that's what the tissue paper, or that's what these papers are that I'm using. So these are also from the jelly plate. This is from the jelly plate. These are painted on tissue paper actually, and I shall do future videos of how I make these. And I'm going to make this study quite quickly. It's not going to take a huge amount of time. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to use this. Just check I'm in the frame. Yeah, I'm going to use this. And I don't necessarily have to pull off the edges, but what I quite like is more of an organic shape around the edges rather than the straight lines. So that's the kind of thing that I'm going for. Ooh, throwing stuff about. And this is, I think in this sketchbook is 300 GSM paper, which is wonderful because you can just throw a load of glue at it, paint at it, watercolour at it, water at it, and it's just all, yeah. It just stays nice and firm. It doesn't affect the the rest of the book either. The only problem that I have found is when you throw loads of ink and water and stuff on, it seeps through the spine of the book, and then that can leak onto the other pages. But I don't mind about that, because this is a sketchbook, a study in a sketchbook, and that is what I'm doing here, is just doing studies and just working out processes and how that looks for me. This one, I'm going to just peel some off here. I might just pop that there. And I'm going to add some watercolour to this as well. I'm going to just find some other collage paper. So yeah, this is a really nice piece. And we're sticking with this kind of theme of kind of, you know, yellow, oranges, pinks, and then the blue as well, which is also in here. And then this kind of neutral colour as well, kind of a brownie sort of colour, is also in there. And this is a really thin bit. So, actually what I might do, it's a really thin bit of collage. So I might do some mark making here, and then stick that over the top of that and see if we can see it through there. Is that enough? Yeah, so I've got a new phone, by the way, so that's what I'm recording on now. So I hope that the quality is going to be better. So I really like that, because you can see the pencil marks through the collage paper. Let me see if I can find any other marks. I don't know, I might use some of this. Sometimes I rip a bit and then see what shape it comes out as I rip it, and then see where it kind of fits. So I like this actually, because here, because it kind of goes with this. There's some lines and some lines, and it's yellow as well, which kind of goes with this. And also there's this kind of idea of coming up, so we're kind of coming from quite shallow here to then kind of building up the composition there. Okay, I'm gonna leave the collage there for now. Who knows, maybe I'll come back in with some collage later. I wonder if I can move the light a little bit so you can see a bit better. I don't know if that helps. Anyway, I'm going to come in with some watercolours. So these are my Kuretake watercolours. Where's the lid of them? I'll be able to show you what the lid looks like. This is what they look like. They're not cheap watercolours, but they are lovely watercolours. Really, really nice set. Loads of good colours. I've actually got a couple of sets of these. I've got a smaller set as well, and this is the big one. Actually, I got this on Vinted, and it was severely reduced because someone had just bought it and then used one pan and then not liked it, which was wonderful, because I think they're about £60, and I think I got it for about 30. So I'm going to get a swishy washy brush. Excuse my lack of official terminology. So what have they called it? Oh, it's an oval wash brush. That's what this is. And I've got over here some filthy water, which I really like working with dirty water. I often work with really dirty water. I don't mind it at all. I think it gives like a nice kind of body to the colour, to be honest, some depth to the colour. So I'm going to begin with some black, And I'm just going to bring some black along the bottom here. And I love these textures here that I'm getting, where I've put the watercolour over the top of the tissue paper. Really love that. And I don't want it to be such a stark line. And then I'm going to come in with a little bit of this blue, which is kind of a colour that we've been adding in the collage as well. So this kind of blue here, and I might just dab it a little bit. Oh, didn't mean for that to happen, never mind. And then I'm going to add some orange. And I'm also going to add some yellow as well. And some green. Oh, I think I've just shaken the camera. Sorry about that. Okay. And I'm going to come back to this black, and I'm going to put some black all the way across the top. That might have been a little bit too much. And then, there we go. I'm going to come down into the, like this horizon line, or like that, like how I touched it there and it travelled up. There we go. We'll do some of that as well. And then I'm going to throw in some salt as well. So, and this can create some nice textures. I love this texture up here, so I'm going to leave that. But just bringing it down here a little way. See what happens if I throw some down here. I'm just experimenting all the time. And then I'm going to get my plastic wrap. And I'm just going to pop that there. And I'm going to leave it to dry, and then I'm going to come back to it and show you how it looks. Okay, so this is now dried, and I'm going to take the cling film, we call it in the UK, off. Oh, it's stuck on a bit. Oh, yeah. See these lovely marks here that the cling film's left? And then I can also, oh, that's still a little bit wet there. That's still a little bit wet there. That's where the salt, I've put some salt. But this bit here where the salt is has dried. And you can see there what lovely marks that's made. Yeah, I'm really happy with this study, actually. I think it's lovely. I love these scribbles and marks coming through here. Yeah. I really like it. Let me know, please, what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear it, and I'd love to know if you guys, you know, do anything like this or like trying anything like this.